saw any of it, quite frankly. It was raining. Actually, it was pouring when the eclipse was actually happening here, and we were not in the line of the total solar eclipse anyways, but I did notice that it got really, really dark. The street lights came on. That could have been also partially due to it was raining. But I did notice that it got pretty dark, and to be honest with you, I was kind of glad that we didn't get the totality here. I always think that when people are driving, and if something like that were to happen, I swear people would probably be driving off the road. I don't know. People are stupid. Okay, maybe they're not all stupid, but a lot of them are. Anyways, so I'm glad that that's all over with. It was really a terrible day. Mondays are normally pretty good for me. Today, it was slow. I got to my usual spot this morning, Costco, at 10 o'clock, and I took the first order that looked okay. It was like $18. It was a 2-batch order. Not a very good payout, to be honest. And then after I did that one, I went back and I sat at the Costco parking lot, and I sat there and I sat there and I sat there. And then I decided to move. I moved to Sam's Club because they have, when you're a priority shopper, they'll make an orange round circle around a store that's busy, or red. Red means it's extremely busy. And so I said, oh well, let me go to Sam's Club. As soon as I pulled into the parking lot, wouldn't you know that the red circle disappeared? I'm like, Rrr. So I sat there for a little while, and then I finally got a shop from Target. I didn't really care for it that much because it went into the LSU area. I'm not fond of delivering to colleges or universities. And it's not against the kids or anything like that, but I've had some really weird things happen. They don't answer their texts. I can no longer call on Instacart, which really irritates me. And anyways, just suffice it to say, I know I'm not the only one who hates delivering to universities and colleges. So that's all I'm going to say on that subject. And apartments. I hate apartments. But I delivered to 2 apartments today, and they were easy. The one lady, she was texting me, telling me that it was her granddaughter that was going to be home, and she was very, very sweet. Anyways, sometimes I'll have some really nice conversations with my customers, even though it's just by text. It's nice. My last delivery today, it was so cute. When I pulled up to the door, there was this little Jack Russell jumping up and down in the doorway. It was adorable. And yes, that's probably one of my favorite things about my job is seeing dogs. I love dogs. Now today I had a very interesting experience. I delivered to a house, and it wasn't really, I guess it was kind of in the suburbs, but not really that far out. And I heard this noise as I was going up to the door, and it didn't sound like a cat. I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I looked, and coming out of the bushes around the house were chickens. They were making these cute little noises, and they were just adorable. I knocked on the door because the instructions said knock on the door, and she answered the door, and I told her, I said, your chickens are just beautiful, and she says, yes, they're really pets. They're very friendly, and I just thought that was really cool. On that subject of dogs, I didn't really pay too much attention to the story, but I heard something about an Instacart worker shot somebody's dog, and oh boy, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know the circumstances behind the story too much, so maybe somebody can fill me in, or maybe I'll actually read the story. But I guess if the dog was dangerous, then I suppose you have a right to self-defense, I guess. I don't carry a weapon. I know some people do. I don't. I have my rape whistle. And I am thinking about getting a container of, what do you call it? The bear spray, or what do you call it? Can't think of it. I know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. Anyways, what are your thoughts on this person shooting this dog? I don't know. I guess if I was fearful for my life, I would probably do anything. I was attacked by a dog once when I was young. I was 14 years old, and I was babysitting for some kids, and their dog was out in the garage, but they never explained to me why they kept the dog out in the garage. And I had to go out in the garage to get a flashlight. There was a power outage, and the dog attacked me, and it bit me right here. It attacked it. It was a full-grown, it was a pretty big dog. I forgot what type it was. It might have been a Labrador, believe it or not. And yeah, he bit me, and that was kind of a scary experience for me. I was a little leery of dogs for a while after that, but I was able to overcome my fear again. All I can say is just be cautious. One time when I was door dashing, I remember I got out of the car to make the delivery, and it was a very, very sketchy area. Anyways, there was a lot of trash scattered around, a lot of windows broken in the apartment buildings. It was just a mess. I was not feeling comfortable at all, and I could not find the apartment because there were no numbers anywhere. And so I'm walking around this apartment complex, and all of a sudden there's a dog, and it was not it wasn't, a soft, floofy uppy. It was a big dog, and it startled me, and for some reason I got nervous, and I started walking back, and I went ahead and I called the customer, or I texted them or something, and I told them that I couldn't find them, and it was just a big mess. It was not a nice experience, let's put it this way. I had to get DoorDash support on the line, and the person who I was delivering to, she was like, it's right there, you go across from the mailbox, blah, 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 it's by the tree. Oh my God, it was just so awful. And why won't you bring it to my house? It was terrible. Not an experience that I want to repeat again, and that's kind of why I'm leery of door dashing. I don't know. Instacart, yes, the groceries, they can be heavy sometimes, but I feel as if I have a little bit more control. With DoorDash, you just never know where you're going to end up, and that's kind of a part of the job that I don't care for. I am in Baton Rouge. There are areas here, as there are in any major cities, or even small cities for that matter, but there are places here that are just not safe. And that's putting it bluntly. And you learn the places not to go to. And that's not saying that I make judgments on people for where they live. No. It has nothing to do with that. It's just for my own personal safety. And I know that you understand this. I don't have to explain it. Safety is a big issue. And this job, it could potentially be a little dangerous. I'm in a car all day, pretty much. I could get in an accident. If I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time, I could be caught up, between two gangs or some crazy stuff like that. You just never know. Anyway, so just be aware of your surroundings, and be cautious. That's all you can do. And mace, that's it. Mace spray, not bear spray, mace. Why I couldn't think of that, I don't know. But it's a good idea to have it. I've never felt like I needed to use it. Anyways, that's about it. For Monday, it was lousy. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Tuesdays are not known for being the best days either. And this Wednesday, I already looked at the weather forecast and it said it's going to rain 100%. And I said, nah, I'm not going to deal with that. I don't like doing this job in the rain anyways. It makes it harder to see the numbers on houses and buildings. And, you get wet. Obviously. It's just not pleasant doing deliveries in the rain. So, all right, guys, I will see you again tomorrow. So, happy Instacarting to everybody who watches. And go ahead and subscribe. I've got 3 subscribers now. Woohoo!